In his books, Making Faces and Face Forward, Kevyn Aucoin, the artist, speaks about the importance of using brushes and tools for applying your makeup. He mentions that using a brush to apply your favorite products is going to give you a seamless application. It'll help you with precision of placement of product, as well as buffing it out for that nice transition from whatever color you're applying to skin tone or to that next color. I also like to throw in that brushes tend to be more hygienic when you're a pro artist applying on your clients. I'm Nick Lujan, the Director of Artistry and Education for Kevyn Aucoin Beauty, and today I want to talk about some of my favorite brushes and tools from Kevyn Aucoin Beauty for creating beautiful makeups. The Kevyn Aucoin Neo Powder Brush is designed to help you apply your favorite powder products with ease. I love this tool for applying my setting powder, my highlight, my contour, my blusher, or my bronzer. It's got some unique features that I would love to talk about with you. You'll notice first that it's got this dual fiber to it. Those lighter fibers that are longer are really soft and gentle for applying a very sheer application of product. If you were to load your brush a little bit stronger and apply with a little more pressure, these lower fibers are more firm and they're going to give you more color payoff. Also, if you look at the unique shape to the brush, it's really designed to hug your features for that beautiful application. I love to use the tip of the brush to really get into the hairline or even to just feather on a little highlighter or blush. And I love to use the base of the brush to really contour and sculpt out my features. Now I want to share a few of my favorite application tips using the Neo Powder Brush from Kevyn Aucoin Beauty. I'm going to use it to apply a few of my favorite Kevyn Aucoin products, starting with my loose powder. I've already completed my foundation and concealer application, and now I'm dipping my brush into the loose setting powder. Before I apply any loose powder with this tool, I like to work the product into the bristles. So hold it upright and give it a good tap on the table. You're going to hear it tap. That drops the powder deep into the bristles so that when you go to press and apply it everywhere, it doesn't give you any fallout. So it's not going to mess up your outfit for the day. It's not going to get in the air or get onto the camera lens if you're working on set as a pro artist. So once I've dabbed on or pressed in my loose powder over everything, I'm going to use the same brush just to dust off any excess powder. One of the cool things about this application tip that I'm giving you is that now that my brush has a little bit of that loose powder in it already, it's the perfect time to apply any blush, bronzer, or powder sculpting products. Today, I'm gonna focus more on bronzer and blusher and highlighter. So the first step to really creating a little dimension to your features is to apply a little highlight. I'm gonna use the Sahara highlighter from Kevyn Aucoin Beauty. You can use the brush to swipe across all 3 shades of highlight, or you can swipe one at a time by brushing up and down. After you load your brush with product, work it into the bristles, and now I can kind of really just dab on my highlight to the high planes of the face. I love that angle of the brush to really get a precision application of my highlighter. So you can see it's just creating a little bit of that glowy, dewy effect that I have on this side where I didn't set the makeup. The next step that I want to do to create a little color to my features is add a blusher. Today I'm going to be using the Neo Powder Blusher in the shade Sunset. Just like with the highlighter, you can swipe your brush across all 3 shades like this, or you can select one shade at a time by swiping that direction. Because I've worked all the product into the bristles on the back of my hand, I'm always going to get a beautiful seamless application. So now I can really go in and hug that cheekbone, that apple of the cheek, with a little bit of blusher. Here's a little pro tip for applying blusher. Typically for a classical application, you want to go about 2 fingers away from the nose and 1 finger away from the eye. That's your sweet spot for applying your blush. If you have any leftover product, apply a little bit to the temples or the bridge of the nose or the tip of the chin, just for continuity of color. And the last tip that I want to show you today is how to apply a soft bronze application using the Neo Powder Blush and the Neo Powder Bronzer in the shade Sunrise Light. So just like before, you can select one shade at a time this direction, or you can blend all the shades together in that compact like I like to do. Work it into the bristles really good on the back of your hand. And then starting from the area that sees the most sun usually is where you're gonna apply your product. So I start right at that hairline, and then I swipe my brush all the way down the front of the face. This is gonna give the effect that I just came back from holiday and had a little bit of sun. Taking a little sun on my skin, because the forehead's always going to be a little bit darker since it's closer to the sun. I hope that all of my tips and tricks for using brushes were very helpful for you today. We can't wait to see how you use your favorite KEVYN AUCOIN brushes, so make sure that you always tag us so that we can follow along on your makeup journey.
Light it up.